Welcome YouTube to Jack in the Middle with another episode of Racing Rivals. Um, as promised, today I'm going to be bringing you my version of a money farming tutorial. In my opinion, what I think is the best way to do a money farming tutorial. Other examples of money farming tutorials I have seen include opening a second account, third account, fourth account, whatever, and going through and upgrading cars, beating the campaigns, and selling the cars, or whatever the case is. Uh, for me, I wouldn't recommend that. Um, sometimes you do need a second account for whatever reason. However, having a second account is possible to get you banned. Trading, sending money between accounts, and selling cars between accounts. It is possible to get banned about these things. So I wouldn't really recommend going that route too much. All right, my point point I want to make is not really about being banned, but I think my method still would be a better way to money farm. Okay, what we would do is this is the car from the last episode. We blew it up on the last episode, and this is exactly why we don't want to use a maximum rated car for money farming, because you're money farming, you could do it for about 50 races. It is every day, and that allows you, if you use a B class car and up, that allows you to get $50,000 and up, upwards every single day from money farming using a B class car and up. um so you would come in the game. You don't want to use a maximum car. What you would do is upgrade your car and beat the campaign, beat level B campaign. After you beat level B campaign, you go ahead and you claim your Class A car. Go ahead and upgrade your Class A car to start your A class campaign, and go through that. If you haven't done so already, I would advise you, in when upgrading your cars, to avoid spend the extra money if you have to avoid nitro, and avoid any kind of turbocharger or supercharger if it doesn't come with the car already. Um, Reason being, you're not able to reverse nitro, turbo, or a supercharger, and you won't be able to bring the car back down to zero damage to complete a 50 race, a 50 race day on one car without doing repairs. So I have for you guys here a Mitsubishi that I bought recently, and fortunately for us, it is still stock. So I'm gonna take you out right now in the Mitsubishi Evolution and show you what a stock car would do. Another thing you could do for money farming is this thing here, the campaign. Come in, do the campaign, do the not the campaign. I'm sorry, the challenge, the drivers challenge, daily drivers challenge. You get up to three, and up to $750 per race, depending on your level. So we're gonna go down here to multiplayers, where we're gonna do money farming. We're gonna try to find a robot. Every lobby should list robots. Sometimes the lobbies are full, and if the lobbies are full, we were lucky the lobby wasn't full this time. If the lobbies are full, you would hit the track reset button. It would take you from the full lobby to a secondary lobby, and then you most likely will find a bots. And this is three of example of about six bots, I believe, that belong to the game. And whenever you see these pictures, be careful. You got people that wear these pictures for whatever reason. I don't know if they're trying to catch people, whatever. There, you have people that actually wear these pictures also. So be careful that the names are the familiar names that you are used to. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into a race with one of these bots, and I'm gonna show you what happens in the money farm. Now, I have completed my money farm for the day already, but what happens is every time you quit the game after you've completed your money farm, when you come back in, it will reward you a race prize for your first race when you come back in. Let's see if this is it. Okay, so that was a terrible reaction time. 181. You want to get between 0.001 and 0.035 for a perfect reaction time, which is going to get you a perfect launch for the most part, and that would get you another $150. So if you notice on the other side, if I believe this one pays out about $75 per $75 per shift. So if I had gotten the other shift, that would have made 900, and then if I had gotten perfect launch, that would have been $1,000 and $1,050 right there for one time down the track. So this is why I'm saying that, start with B class. You get something for D class and C class, but it's like $100 less respectively, depending on the class. So that's what that looks like. That's what your money farming will look like. You do this in B class, and you're gonna end up with about $50,000 at the end of the race day. The higher the class, the more money you get. Let me show you one more time before I take you over and show you an A class example of what happens in an A class car. So here we go. We're gonna go down the track one more time, and it's now supposed to tell us that it paid out the maximum amount. Okay, another thing to bear in mind. We're going for perfect shifts for money farming. On this car, the optimal shift is not 7,000 RPMs. It's around 7,400 RPMs. And that's definitely going to put you in the red. You're not going to get any money for that. But for money farming, you want to get perfect shifts in order to collect your money. But don't go for perfect shifts when you're running a real race, because you might lose your car, you might lose your money, because perfect shift might not be the optimal shift point. So what I want to show you here is at the bottom of the screen, it shows you have received the maximum race prize amount. And you see for race prize, it says not applicable. And it shows you the asterisk, and the asterisk is that message at the bottom of the screen. What you will get, however, for as long as you're playing the game, is your perfect shifts amount. As long as you shift perfect at any point in the game, you get money for that. And as long as you perfect launch at any point in the game, you get money for that. Quickly, let's go back to our garage, and I am going to show you a class car, what a class car would get. Now, bear with me here. We're gonna get in here first, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna quit the game. So we're gonna quit the game. We're gonna go ahead and reload the game, and this will show you real quickly what I mean. That every time you quit, after you get the maximum amount and you quit the game, every time you come back into the game, it will give you, for one race and one race only, it will give you the race prize for one race on your arrival into the game. I'm going to also quickly, before we get on track, I'm going to show you this car here in particular. This car here is a car I won. It's actually a pretty good tune. However, most of the parts completely stuck already. So I didn't have to touch anything. However, you'll see the car has engine damage over here, 2120. All of that engine damage is coming from the nitro system. The nitro system is going to produce engine damage. This is a very good car for me to take on the track and show you, because it's possible to run this car without damage. It's possible to run this car without damage. Sorry for the noise in the background. We're going to go ahead and look at the maintenance right now. The maintenance is 318. So I am thinking that all the damage comes from the nitro system. So I'm going to take you on track. We probably won't win. Let's go ahead and add boost, because I'm going to try to run the car without nitro. So I'm going to go ahead and add the boost to see if we could actually win this without the nitro to get the payout. Because if I apply the nitro, we're definitely going to have damage. So we're going to try to do it without the nitro. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. Bad launch. So we got the boost working for us. Let's see if we can get this guy. I think I could have had him with a better start. But this car is so tricky. You're on the borderline between a wheel spin and a perfect start with this car here. Yeah, I think we could get this guy without the NOS. What I want you to notice is consolation prize over there. Sometimes you will get a consolation prize, for putting in a good effort. I didn't hit any perfect shifts because I was trying to reclaim the lead on this. But if you'll notice, we got no engine damage. That was there before we came out on the track. 318. No engine damage, because all the engine damage is coming from NOS alone. We have a few hungry people in here. Let's see if somebody's gonna grab me real quick. No takers. All right, let's see if we could go down the track one more time with this boost. See if we can get a perfect launch, and I could show you. I'll show you what we show you. Let's see what happens. If not, we're gonna have to come back with that NOS. Oh, we tanked again. And it seems that we're going fast enough. We could have caught him if we hit that NOS button. Alright, so one more time before we end the video. And quickly, guys, I just want to remind you that the real purpose of my channel, of everything that's going on, is to build a reputation for myself as a trader. I am getting into selling and trading, and I'd also like to, while I get into it, to create a safe trade environment for people who would like to do trade also, and offering my services as a middleman. See if we could get this. Okay, with that perfect launch, we should be able to get down the full track without boosting. All right, good. So, without hitting the NOS. So what I'm going to show you here, it's possible, even with NOS on a car, you could still find a bot that you could race. We won the race. It's my first win, and since I've logged out and logged back in, you see it gave me a race prize $700 as opposed to the $600 I got from B class. This is what I'm trying to tell you. The higher the class, the more the race prize you're going to get. For perfect launch, I got $125 here. I think it's possible to get up to $150 for perfect launch. I guess we have to go to S class and R class for that. And then here you see 4 perfect shifts, $100 per shift. So also the higher the class, the more you get for perfect shifts. Here in an A class car, much easier. I am netting $1,200 right now, possibility of more. Pretty much with this car, I was only able to make about $13.25. Really, only $100 more would be possible in this car. But you could see, this is my method for money farming. This, I believe, would be the best method for money farming. And of course, if you're upgrading, you get stuff for upgrades also. Right, so this is my best method for money farming. This is what I think you guys should do. I already reminded you about my Facebook group, which is Racing Rivals Middleman. Go ahead and join that group. Post your sales, post what you want, and make your deals. And I am willing, whenever available, to be your middleman for your trades, to make sure that your trades are done safely. All right. And before I go, I just want to show you my team one more time. Go ahead and join my team, and we will race together. Okay. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching the video. Please like and subscribe, and let me know what you think. Okay. Bye bye.